It was 1 minute until midnight. The entire party had its eyes on the TV, watching the countdown to the new year. I felt as if I was the only one who was not having a good time. My girlfriend, Jackie, had just broke up with me the day before. She told me that it was because she was moving away, but I knew she had been acting strange and distant from me lately, and even crying for no apparent reason. As the countdown on the TV reached 0, I watched as other couples kissed, and I felt jealous at the fact that I had to sit there alone. I called a taxi and arrived back home to sleep the horrible night away. I got out of bed at noon, as I had been trying to stay in bed and forget that I'd have to live without Jackie for the rest of my life. As I was pouring some cornflakes into a bowl, my phone rang, and I reached across the table to see who was calling. I flipped my phone around and saw that it was Jackie. How dare she, I thought. She had dumped me by text and now wants to talk? I declined the phone call in a fit of anger and sadness and tried to forget it ever happened. My sister, Megan, came from the living room and asked who was calling. Just some duck cleaners, I said. I still hadn't told Megan about the breakup because I felt ashamed that I was dumped. Moreover, I was now going to be late for my shift at the hospital. I grabbed my things and left in a hurry. I was in traffic, and I was scrolling through Instagram on my phone when my boss texted me that I didn't have to come in for another 3 hours. A sense of relief swiftly went through my head, but was overshadowed by the breakup in an instant. I decided to go to Popeyes, as I was hungry and was going to eat when I arrived at the hospital. The drive-thru was too long, so I decided to walk in. I could not believe what I saw. Working the cash register right in front of my eyes was Jackie's friend Leslie. "Hi, Sam," Leslie shouted in a happy and excited voice. Hi, Leslie?" I was confused to why she was happy, and for a second I thought she might have been happy about the breakup. "Sam, aren't you supposed to be at work?" "Yes, but my boss told me I didn't have to come in for another 3 hours. "Oh, well, can you text Jackie that I won't be able to go to her mom's birthday party on Saturday?" "Leslie, we don't talk anymore. We broke up." Leslie had a confused look on her face, and she didn't seem to know anything about the breakup. "But why would you guys break up?" "Well, she told me it's because she was moving away." "Moving away? No, she still lives here in Louisiana, and she has no plans of moving away." I looked at Leslie and just walked out the store, not knowing what to do with my pathetic life. I was in my car again, and just thinking, how could I have been such a bad boyfriend that my girlfriend broke up with me with a lie as a reason? I contemplated going home and just watching Netflix, but I decided that my life was worth more than that. I put my hands back on the steering wheel and drove straight to work. I didn't care if I was early. I arrived at the hospital around 9 o'clock in the morning. I passed by my boss and he asked, "What are you doing here?" I don't know what I was doing here besides needing to work to get everything off my mind. "Give me something to do," I said. "Sam, I don't know what's gotten into you, but I like it. Taking initiative is a great habit." Wow, I had thought he would have been angry at me for showing up when he told me not to, but he was the opposite. "Sam, if you really want to do something, there's a girl with a tumor in room 213 that you can monitor." "I'm on it." I had to take an elevator to get to room 213, as it was on the second floor. The elevator was packed with doctors and nurses, and I could see why my boss didn't want me coming in so early today. I got to the second floor and had to walk far down the hall to get to room 213. Finally, I had arrived, and I entered in my car to unlock the door. As I opened the door, I wouldn't be exaggerating much if I said I went into shock. There, laying on the bed, was Jackie. She opened her eyes as if she was previously sleeping, and tilted her head towards me. Her facial expression went from sad to surprised. "Jackie, why didn't you—" "I'm so sorry," Jackie said as she was beginning to cry. "Don't be sorry, Jackie. I just want to know why you didn't tell me." I was beginning to cry. "I didn't want you to grieve my death and never live your life to its fullest potential. You have so much ahead of you. I don't want it to be brought down by me." "You would never bring my life down, Jackie." I grabbed a hold of her hand and slowly watched as her pulse lowered and lowered. Minutes seemed like hours. Hours seemed like days. I don't really know how long I sat there, but it was all worth it. Eventually, as Jackie's pulse neared 0, I braced myself for what was to come. She was gone. The person I loved most was gone. I didn't focus on that, though. Jackie wouldn't want me to. I finally felt at peace throughout this whole breakup. I was going to live my life to the fullest. Not for me, but for Jackie.